So currently, this is like my fifth or sixth time recording this review, and I kind of just want it to be over with. So I just saw Oppenheimer. Uh, pretty good, I would say. Oppenheimer was my most anticipated movie of the year. I love being a big war movie guy and a big history guy, I guess. I wouldn't say fan. I don't know how you consider yourself fan of like really bad things that happen to the world, but I just like learning about that shit, I guess. I'm a weirdo. But Oppenheimer, Robert J. Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy plays him, and he does a very good job. Everyone in this movie does a very good job of, acting. Obviously, they're actors, but I did think Cillian Murphy in particular did a great job portraying this complicated man. Obviously, when the movie begins, they recruit him to be the leader of the Manhattan Project, and he's like, "Okay, boys, let's go build a fucking bomb, I guess." But by the end, obviously, it shows how Oppenheimer in real life felt after years and years of living with what he's made and created, lived to regret it and lived to hate it. And I thought Cillian Murphy did a great job. Maybe towards the middle, they start, playing this morality thing where they're like, hey, let's probably not do this. This is probably not a good thing. And, he kind of takes it. He kind of doesn't. He sees it. He sees what the other scientists say. He sees what the military is like. And he's kind of just like, fuck it, whatever. But I do think Cillian Murphy in particular does a great job of portraying such a complicated man. The fucking music is amazing, and I loved it. I loved every time there was a new, score. The score was great, in my opinion. I don't know music very well, but when the music started playing and it started building and building, and when the important shit was happening, I felt like my heart was just fucking pounding, and it was great. Felt like I was not there, but living that experience with them of what needed to be done. Matt Damon obviously did a great job. Robert Downey Jr. for the scenes that he's in, brilliant. I love Robert Downey Jr. and everything that he is in. So, pretty much everyone in fucking Hollywood was in this movie. I mean, they brought Josh Peck in. They're like, hey, get the guy from Drake and Josh. He needs to be in our war drama. So, great move by Christopher Nolan on that part. Obviously, when you make a movie about this, a biopic about historical figures, and they did some pretty dicey stuff, you need to talk about that dicey stuff, or you just seem like you're pandering, and it's kind of shitty thing to do. So, and they do talk about that dicey shit, and it's not very pretty or good of what the outcome is of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. So they do talk about that. They don't show any footage. They don't show any pictures, which I think was good. They don't need to have pictures or footage of this event. We know what's going on. It explains it pretty well of what's going to happen. And so we don't need any sense of gore or violence in this more than there's already implied. So I do overall think the movie is pretty good. Is it one that I would watch again is the question I always ask, to tell if a movie is good or not, or, puts it over other movies. And I don't think I would watch it again because of the length. I think the length is the only real issue I have with the film. 180 minutes, 3 hours exactly, I think is a little too much. I think a movie has to earn 3 hours. I only think a couple movies deserve to be 3 hours. And is this one of them? No, not really. I think they could shove it down to 2:30, 2:45, maybe at the most. I feel like it can't be done under 2. I feel like 2 hours is like, if you do it under 2 hours, you just kind of fucking skip everything. All the science bullshit, which I didn't understand any of the science. I don't know if that's like real science they used. It seemed real. It seemed like good enough to me, as a filthy casual I am. But I do think the movie is pretty good, other than length. So that's kind of all I wanted to say about the movie. So let's just switch to real life. Okay, I just turned my microphone way down, so if it's too quiet, we'll just fix it in post. Fuck it. So I kind of did a new type of video here. I don't know. I used to do this, back when new movies came out. I just kind of talk about whatever, and I did this for the Christmas series. So I'll try to bring it back. I guess if people like it, I'm gonna try to keep this short. So if you liked the review, the non-scripted reviews, obviously I still want to do the like scripted shit and like the actual like critiques of movies, other than just like, hey, that was pretty good. So if you like that, I feel like this fucking like this just area is just way too big, and I'll probably fix this like next video I did. This is kind of like really shitty. I kind of just hung that up back up. So just to do this bit, just for this video. And if it doesn't work, I'll take it down. Fuck it. Why not? But yeah. So I guess if you like this type of video, like it. Or just do that anyway. Just like the video and subscribe anyway. Fuck it. So goodbye, I guess.